Hi guys, this time I'm working on something completely new for me, my very first civilian car model. In this first episode, you'll see me carving pieces of plastic sprue, using photo-etched leftovers to create extra details, replacing some kit parts with wire, and finally putting the engine and chassis together. So, let's start. This is the kit. The unboxing was released some time ago on my channel, so if you want to see exactly what's inside the box, you can check that video as well. As you can see, there are quite a few parts to deal with, and I'm starting with the engine. I spent some time cutting and cleaning the parts, but I'll spare you from watching the entire process. You're welcome. Here you can see me assembling the engine block and gearbox. The parts fit rather well, but the designers clearly trust your modeling skills because there are not too many positive locating points. Quite often, you need to check 2 or 3 times if the part is really sitting in the right place. The first little challenge comes with the timing belt and its gear. I don't want to glue the belt yet, simply because it will be much easier to paint everything separately. But there are 3 connection points and a few small parts that have to be added now, while the belt itself will be attached later. And of course, their position has to be precise. So, for now, I connect them with the belt using masking liquid, place everything on the engine, and then glue those small elements once I'm sure they are in the correct position. After a few minutes, I remove the belt and can continue with the assembly. The spark plugs are really tiny, so instead of trying to clean them perfectly before gluing, I cut them from the sprue with a small piece of the sprue still attached. After gluing them in place, I remove the excess plastic with a scalpel. Now, while checking reference photos, I noticed a visible oil filler on the side of the engine. The kit does not provide this part, so I decided to make it myself from a piece of sprue frame. And once I have an oil filler, of course I need a dipstick to check the oil level, because this Ford may be a model, but we are still responsible owners. For the dipstick, I use some leftover photo-etched fret and cut a small piece from it. It is a tiny detail, but it adds a bit more life to the engine. In the next step, I prime everything with Mr. Surfacer 1500 black. Then, with white paint, I add some highlights and start painting the main engine color. For this, I mix Tamiya XF-70 and XF-27 in a 50-50 ratio and add a few drops of black to darken it slightly. When the paint is dry, I give everything 2 coats of gloss varnish and start painting the details with Vallejo paints. A little gray paint and some dry brushing help to highlight the raised details, and then a black wash brings everything out even more. For the ignition wires, I use lead wire painted in a yellow sand color. I cut the wires to length and connect them to the spark plugs with CA glue. The exhaust pipe was painted in a pale burnt metal color. Then I used AK medium rust and light rust pencils to add some rust effects. The rust pigment from the pencils was spread over the surface with a brush dampened with water. Now it is finally time to add the belt and fan, and with that, the engine is complete. At least, I hope it is complete. If I missed something, I'll probably find out right after closing the hood. Now let's build the frame for the engine, and basically for the entire car. I did some cleaning of the parts off camera, and now it is assembly time. The frame elements fit well, but careful reading of the instructions is definitely recommended. And if something is not perfectly clear, ICM also provides a link to their official YouTube video with a step-by-step assembly visualization. There are a lot of small and fragile details to add here, so I take my time and try not to rush, which, as we all know, is usually the exact moment when something breaks anyway. Some kit parts are very thin and delicate, so I decided to replace them with metal wire. I think cutting them from the sprue and cleaning them properly would be more dangerous than helpful, so I simply cut pieces of wire to a similar length and attach them with CA glue. After adding a few more small elements, I prime everything with Mr. Surfacer 1500 black. Next, I paint the whole frame with Tamiya semi-gloss black. To break up the uniform shiny look, I dry brush some gray oil paint over the frame. It gives the surface a little more depth and makes the details easier to see. And here it is, the base for the engine is ready. So now I can connect these two parts together. Add the engine support, and attach the exhaust pipe. And that's all for part 1. In the next one, I will be doing some interior elements and body painting, so subscribe if you like it. Thank you for watching, guys. Model on, and see you next time.